Okay, B9, number 9. The directions are the same. Solve a system of linear equations. We have two methods for that, substitution and elimination. Typically, if it's y equals or x equals, you have one variable by itself, I use substitution. If it's like this, I use elimination. When I say this, I mean you have your x and your y on one side, x and your y on one side for both equations. They're lined up. Okay, typically it's easier to do the elimination method for this. Okay, so in order to do elimination, what I need is for one of my variables, I need to eliminate it. Okay, so in order to do that, I need the coefficients to be the opposites. That is, if I have a 3x here, I would need this to be negative 3x in order to add them together to get 0. Okay, so I don't have that for my x variable, but I do have it for my y variable, right? I have a negative 1y, positive 1y. If I add those two terms together, it'll be eliminated. Negative y plus y is 0. Okay, and that's exactly what I want. Sometimes you'll need to do a little work in order to get those opposites. Like in the previous problem, number 8, it wasn't quite as straightforward. You had to do an extra step in order to get this. Okay, but sometimes they're already given, so it's less work. I have my opposites. I don't have to multiply this equation by anything or this equation by anything because it's already given. So I'm just going to add them together. Now remember, you got to add everything together. Your x terms, your y terms, and your number terms. So 3x and 2x is 5x. Negative y and y, those are the ones that go away. And then I add these two together, and I get 10. Okay? And then I have an easy equation to solve. Right? If 5x equals 10, that means x has to be 2. Okay, so that one worked out fairly nicely. Right, not a lot of work to do there. I'm not done yet. Remember, once I have one of my answers, I got to go and get the other. That is, to solve a system, you need a solution for x, a solution for y. So once I get that, I go and plug that into either one of those equations. Doesn't matter which one. To get the solution for y, I'll pick this one. That is, okay, what I did is I took my solution for x and plugged it in right there for x. 2 times 2 plus y equals 7. 2 times 2 plus y equals 7. And then solve that. 2 times 2 is 4 plus y equals 7. 4 plus some number equals 7. Well, what's that number? It's going to have to be 3, right? And I can get that by subtracting 4 from both sides. Y equals 7 minus 4, 3. So there's my solution. X is 2, y is 3. You can write my answer like this. Okay, in ordered pair. Let's go ahead and check this one. I didn't do this on the last video, but this one we'll check. I'll show you how to check your solution. Okay, so erase this. In order to check the solution, the original problem before I cancel it out, was this. So it's 2, 3 a solution. Am I right? Well, you can check all of these. What I do is I take 2 and 3, plug in here, see if it equals 3. And then over here I put a 2 there and a 3 here, see if I get 7. Okay, so the first check, put my x term in x and my y solution rather in y. Now I'll put a little question mark because I'm not sure. I just want to make sure that's right. Does this equal that? It turns out it does, right? 3 times 2 is 6. So I'm right. Okay, at least that solution satisfies this equation. But it's got to satisfy both of them to be a solution. So I got to do the check for the next one. That is 2 times 2 plus 3 equals 7. Again, I'm taking this x value, put in here. This y value, put in here. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 equals 7, check. Okay, so I'm right. I know that this is right, it satisfies both of those equations. Okay, so if you have time on your test, make sure you do that check, you know if you're right or wrong. Okay, that's number 9, so keep doing the rest of your homework. Remember, you got to do your homework to pass this course.